Inua hivi. Hiyo mic.
Basi tunashukuru nikiwa ninawaona wale wanaofuzu siku ya leo na wale wanaopata shahada ya uzamifu wamejikakamua, wamejiandaa kabisa, wamekaa tayari kabisa kupokea shahada hiyo. Asante sana. Members of the processions, you're kindly requested to assemble at the hockey pitch because in a short while we are going to start today's function. Welcome. Welcome to Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. This is a good day and it's the first day we're going to have a virtual graduation. The 8th Congregation for Conferment of Degrees and Award of Diplomas and Certificates. So wherever you are, stay tuned online, and those who are invited to be here, take your position because in a very short while, we are going to start. Thank you. this year's function is going to be virtual, except for the PhD graduates who are present physically. So continue to tune in from wherever you are. In a short while, the function is going to begin. Thank you. And those in the procession, please take your time and reach the hockey pitch where the procession will start. Thank you very much as we look forward to a blessed and a fruitful day. Thank you. We have the academic procession with 2 student representatives, members of academic staff of JOOST and other universities, members of the Senate, coordinates of institutes and centers, deans of schools and directors, registrars, chief finance officer and the university librarian, deputy vice chancellors of other universities. We shall also have the Chancellor's procession. It's okay, just take your seat shortly again. I'll tell you when to rise up so you don't get tired. Just resume your seats. I'll tell you when to rise up again. Just resume your seats. Those in the dais. The procession has rerouted, so I'll tell you when to rise. And technology. You can see they are coming in, and in a short while we will be having the anthems. Thank you. Graduating deans are now coming into the dais. There is the Chancellor's procession led by the mace bearer. As they come in, I request that we all remain standing so that we can have the 3 anthems and prayer from 2 clerics. We remain standing as each one of us takes their position. And shortly we shall have the national anthem, the East African Community Anthem, the University Anthem, and then a prayer from Sheikh Ramadan and a cleric from the SEK Church. National anthem, please. East African Community Anthem, please. The University Anthem, please. a prayer from Sheikh Ramadan from Bondo Mosque.
Kwa jina la Mwenyezi Mungu mwenye kuneemesha neema kubwa kubwa na mwenye kuneemesha neema ndogo ndogo. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi yassir wa la tu'assir wa tammim bil khairi wa bi nasta'in ya fataha al qulub ya badi al ajabi khaira alimni. Ewe Mola wetu umetukuka ulimwengu mzima. Jina lako limebarikiwa kila aina ya kona dunia Mwenyezi Mungu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Na ufalme wako umetukuka pia katika nchi yetu dunia nzima Mwenyezi Mungu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Hapana mala pasaye kuabudu kwa haki ni wewe tu. Ya Rabbi, tunashukuru kwa amani, ustawi, usalama uliotujalia kwa amini ajili ya kuhifadhi na kulinda heshima ya nchi yetu ya Kenya. Ee Mola wetu wa ulimwengu, tuhurumie sisi waja wako, tunakuomba, na hatuna mwingine asiyekuwa ni wewe. Ee Mola wetu, tuondoshee haya maradhi na shida na janga na corona ambalo kwamba limekumba nchi yetu ya Kenya pamoja na wanadamu kwa jumla. Mola wetu, hakuna Mola ambaye anafaa kutuponya ila ni wewe tu ya Rabbal Alamin. Tupe ponyo kamili. Ee Mola wetu, tumekusanyika hapa kwa ajili ya wanavyuoni wetu wanaofuzu kumaliza masomo yao katika hii chuo cha Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology kwa sherehe ya haya ambayo imejumuisha watu takriban 200 kwa mini ajili ya haya maradhi. Mola wetu, tuokoe na shida kama haya ya Rabbal Alamin. Allahumma aslih dhata bainina wa alif baina qulubina wa hdina subul salam wa najina min dhulumati la nur wa jari min fawasha ma dhahara minhum batana. Allahumma barik lana fi asma'ina wa absarina wa qulubina wa azwajina wa dhurriyyatina wa tub alaina innaka antat tawwabur rahim. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Amen.
Reverend Austin Paul Gwela from ACK Church.
Let us pray. Gracious Lord of every abundant blessing, we rejoice in the achievements of this year's graduates. We celebrate your presence in their lives through the love and support of parents, siblings, partners, family, dear friends, mentors, teachers, professors, coaches, and other community partners. We are grateful for all who have made this moment possible. Support and strengthen the graduates as they journey into an unknown future. As they journey into these unprecedented times, may they know your guidance. In their acts of justice, may they share in every good work to which you have led them. In their concerns and fears, may they know your peace. In their faithful witness, may they know your steadfast love. Bless them and sustain them as they go forth, called to serve the neighbor in your mercy. Lord, we pray for this gathering, and we hope in all thanksgiving as we praise you in the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Amen. Let's all remain standing as we allow the Chancellor to take his seat. Mr. Chancellor, sir, take your seat. Can the rest of us take our seats as we have the mace in place also? Once again, welcome to the 8th congregation of the Conferment of Degrees and Award of Diplomas of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Welcome from wherever you are tuning in, because it is largely virtual and only PhD graduates are present physically. It is now my pleasure to take this opportunity to welcome the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic Affairs to call upon the Vice Chancellor to constitute the Assembly, the congregation of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Deputy Vice Chancellor, please.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in accordance with Section 10 of the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology Charter 2013 and the statutes 2013, I call upon the Vice Chancellor to declare this assembly as the 8th congregation of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology.
Acting on powers conferred upon me in accordance with the Universities Act 2012, the Universities Amendment Act 2016, Section 10 of the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology 2013, and the Statutes 47 and 50 of 2013, it is now my duty to declare this assembly as the 8th congregation of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology.
Thank you so much. It is now the turn of the Vice Chancellor to invite the alumni representative to address the congregation, to invite the valedictorian of the 8th graduation to address the congregation, and also to make his formal address and proceed with the program as programmed. Vice Chancellor, please.
Our Master of Ceremony, I would like to bring to the attention of our chief guest, the attention of all graduates assembled here and joining us through the virtual space, and all our staff who are here and all the guests, that today is a special day for us, that we are celebrating our graduates. And as per the provisions within this act, we are glad to pronounce that in the absence of the substantive chancellor, we have one of our own, that is the chairman of council, Professor Isaiah Wakindiki, as the presiding chancellor for this occasion. Can we give him a round of applause? Thank you so much, sir, and congratulations for that important elevation for this occasion. Our chief guest, Ambassador Simon Nabukwezi, the Principal Secretary, State Department of University Education and Research, our Chancellor, our council members, our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring to you our alumni president, Mr. Kode, to come and give a short remark.
Thank you so much, the Vice Chancellor, the Chancellor, sir, the chief guests, all protocols observed. My name is Noah Okidia, the chairman and the representative of the biggest community in this particular university, the Alumni Association. Let me start by saying that it's a matter of great pride and honor for the university when our students spread their wings all over the world to the infinite sky. Our alumni are actually our priceless possessions and valued emissaries who have added sheen and luster to the glory of JOUST. On behalf of JOUST, the Alumni Association, I take this opportunity to congratulate you and the university for a job well done. We eagerly look forward to your return to our alma mater in order to give back in harmony with the alumni pledge. The Alumni Secretariat is strategically placed all over and more willing times without number to provide you with the relevant information about membership. Therefore, we invite you into this association. Our appeal is to our guests today, who are graduates of this esteemed university, to join us in numerous areas of need in line with our slogan, loyalty to my university. Our alumni here today, in line with the university policy on e-learning, I would like to inform you that in the near future, we'll have a chip-enabled alumni card that packs several tangible benefits beyond just the alumni identification. As you graduate today, please remember the decorum, sense of commitment, and patriotism that makes the graduate of JOUST to be the most desirable graduate in the country, this region, and even the globe at large. Finally, Mr. Chancellor, sir, I would like to close by paraphrasing John Stewart. He said that college is something you complete, but life is something you experience. Don't worry about your grade, results, or success. Success is defined in a myriad of ways, and you'll find it, and people will no longer be grading you. It will come from your own internal sense of decency, and so your opus isn't just what you do, it will be the legacy of what you have become. May the Almighty God grant you his blessings in abundance, even as you graduate. Congratulations, class of 2020. May God bless JOUST. May God bless Kenya. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our alumni president, Mr. Kidia. Chancellor, sir, allow me to invite the valedictorian of the 8th graduation ceremony, Mr. Jared Olo, to come and give a special address. Can we put our hands together to our alumni to be?
Mr. Vice Chancellor, sir, members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Stephen Agong, the University Management Board, the University Senate, staffs, students, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It is a great humility to accept the University Valedictorian Award 2020. I am humbled to address a wonderful gathering here today, all under the umbrella of cherishing success. History brings us here through a long, winding trip that can only be defined by the faithful as a miracle. It is indeed by being given the powers to read and do all that pertains to this degree. Fellow graduates, in September 2016, we gathered at the Fire Point for orientation. Back then, you were strangers, confused as any other freshman would be. But over the years, we've made friends that have translated us into what we are today. Nevertheless, we wallowed through, and here we are today, indeed heroes and heroines. We recognize the sacrifices made by our parents, guardians, sponsors, and remain ineffably grateful for their choice to invest in us and in our education. To the janitors, the faculty administrators, lecturers, the catering department, the university management, the Deputy Vice Chancellor, Academic Affairs, and the Vice Chancellor, we are highly indebted for who we are today, and the honors that we receive today would not have been possible without your tremendous support. For this, may the good Lord shower you with his blessings. Quite often in our lives, we look forward for heroes. But in this graduation day, I see them right here among us. Our parents and guardians are heroes and heroines today for what they have gone through to sustain us in campus. The story of that determination can only be told by yourselves. It is for this reason that I choose to celebrate you today as well. Fellow graduates, pat yourself on the back as well for the job done. Congratulations. You indeed are inspirations for the generations to come. Congratulations, class of 2020. Thank you. May God bless JOUST.
Thank you so much, our valedictorian for the year. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me now to recognize a few important guests amongst us. With us, we have our chief guest, who is none other than our PS, and we are privileged to have him. Today is a special day in our history as a university, because this is our graduation, where we are privileged to have the PS attend for the first time our graduation ceremony. Allow me also to recognize two important guests with us here. Our Chancellor, we have Madam Viona and Michael Kamau. If they could kindly stand. Yes. We are receiving this special guest from Hawaii company under the invitation of our chief guest. And we are going to have a special collaboration arrangement to improve and strengthen our ICT capability in this region and beyond. So we are glad to have them this morning. Dear graduates, Senate, staff, and the leadership of this university, led by the chairman of the council, the vice chancellor, the university management board, the council members, and the teaching fraternity, and all the staff members, along with our special guests who are joining us virtually this morning, I am privileged to address this graduation ceremony. And this is my 8th time to address a similar gathering. But I find myself in a very special circumstance that the very graduates that would have been celebrating with us here would not be finding their way here because of one issue called COVID-19 pandemic. Indeed, this is a global pandemic. Would have been very privileged to have all our graduates here with us, together with their guardians, parents, relatives, and friends. But this is not possible. I want to assure the graduates who are joining us through this virtual space that indeed the conferment of these degrees and award of the certificates that will proceed today would never be less than what has happened before, but it will go into history that because of technological capability of our institution here, we are able to make it through the hardship that we have gone through in the last almost 9 months. Indeed, you are well represented here by our PhD graduates who are going to also be blessed by the Chancellor to be conferred with the respective PhD degrees. The year has been fairly tough, and indeed, our chief guest, we have lost quite a number of students who have been at home under various circumstances. And to this end, I would kindly request we stand for a moment of silence as we remember the students who have passed on or died, along with our staff members during these hard times. We may be seated. When we were required to close the university on the 17th of March this year, indeed, Senate, Council, and the university management was not quite well prepared for the immediate future in terms of turn of events. But in consultation and support with the Council and the entire university management and the ministry, we have made it to this end. Dear friends, we are celebrating this alumni, not alumni, but our graduates today, together with our alumni who have joined us through the representation of the chair of the Alumni Association. And indeed, it's going to be a big event beyond our lifetime. I want to appreciate one candidate who is going to be presented here, the Chancellor, sir, and indeed also our chief guest. This one candidate graduated first time about 7 years ago, and he graduated with a first class honors. And this candidate has made it through the masters and the PhD. And today, I am one of the witnesses of a good stewardship, where we nurture somebody from year 1 all the way to PhD level. Mr. Kangogo, please just stand up. Can we clap for him? I'm proud of this young man, and I believe he has a great future ahead. You may be seated. He graduated with a first class honors in pure mathematics, and he has made it now up to PhD in pure mathematics. And is going to be a good example for all young colleagues, young students, and even the first years who are here with us. Is a good example. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me also just to recognize a team of staff who have done great work for us to be able to graduate today. One of them is the director of CIFEL, Center for E-Learning, Dr. Silvan Sabeka. Can we clap for him? Through a lot of hardship, he put a lot of energy, a lot of strength, together with the faculty support and the management, the council. Until now, we have rolled out our e-learning exams, tutorials, and finally, we are able to graduate. But more importantly, Chancellor, sir, we were the first university actually to roll and pilot oral defense for PhDs and masters virtually. And when we started it, there were a lot of doubts and even speculation that it will never work, but it has worked, and we can see the fruits today. I also want to appreciate the ICT department led by none other than Professor Rodriguez and also Paula Buonji. If they are here, they could also just stand up. We have had wonderful progress. We have one of the best infrastructure and configuration of server in this particular university because of the effort. But more importantly, about 2 years ago, when I was enabled to do a second term, my promise to the council was that we are going to digitize the entire university infrastructure and even our programs and activities. I'm proud to say that as of 15th of October this year, we had rolled a full-fledged new ERP, which has now all the capability to run the programs and student affairs as well as staff, courtesy of Paula Buonji and team. I don't want to forget our schools for the effort they have put in place to be where we are. But I was also blessed to receive 2 books, university-level books. One from Dr. David Ndego. I don't know, Ndego, are you here? He may not be here. A high-level university caliber book that will be helping our postgraduate for research and also training, as well as Dr. Barasa from School of Business and Economics, high-level books. And this has been produced during this time, Mr. Chancellor sir and our chief guest, hard time of a pandemic. So this pandemic came with a lot of blessings and also stress to make people work differently. And these credible inputs, we cannot ignore them. Mr. Chancellor sir, allow me to focus a little bit on the graduates. You have been wonderful assets to this institution. Over the last 4 years you have been here for those who are doing undergraduate. Over the last 3 years for those who are doing a PhD, or the last 2 years for those who are doing masters. And for the diplomas and certificates, we also appreciate you. You have been wonderful assets. And we want to encourage you as you go into the world that focus on the impossible, the things which are not even visible for now. If we had tackled this COVID with the effort of the future, where foresighting is critical in our analytical capability, I'm sure we would have contained it by now. And I want to assure the council, the chief guest and the chancellor that the faculty will work hand in hand to try still to pursue the molecular intervention of this particular COVID-19 so that our citizenry as a whole may be set free to do normal life and undertake normal activities. Mr. Chancellor, sir, allow me also to recognize the effort of this council that has worked very closely with us during this time that we are producing these wonderful graduates. If it were not for the support of the council, it would have been very difficult. And we have worked very well. We got a new council, and I want to thank the ministry, especially our CS and also our peers, for ensuring that there was no vacuum. Our previous council mandate ended on the 9th of March this year. And exactly by 10th, we are the new council. And our chief guest, I want to assure you that we have worked seamlessly even to increase our productivity, and the result is evident here. Chancellor, sir, as we graduate these students and they go into the life out there, my only advice that let them be the best ambassadors that we would ever produce. Let them be the best product that the country and the continent and even the globe would ever focus on as an attractive investment. So, my dear graduates, may God bless you. And indeed, as we go even into the world through these hard times, remember, the jobs which used to be very highly attractive would no longer be attractive. The jobs which required normal degrees will no longer be the jobs of tomorrow. But the degrees you have obtained today should enable you to be analytical in approach and also in your strategic tackling of issues ahead of you. Because when you are looking at the modern times, what we call the big data, the Internet of Things, analytics, these are the things that will enable us to even do a lot more virtually. And even the e-learning, the virtual space, which somehow we still need to improve on, are the things of the future. So as you go looking even for jobs, if you go with the conventional approach, you'll be a lost sheep out there. But if you go with a progressive and also strategic approach, indeed you will succeed. With this few remarks, Chancellor, sir, allow me now to invite the presiding chair of council this morning, Dr. Jonah Kangogo, to make his remarks. Thank you so much. May God bless you.
Yeah, the Chancellor, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, the Principal Secretary, State Department for University Education and Research, Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, Jaramogi Oginga University of Science and Technology, Professor Stephen Agong, Vice Chancellors of sister universities, I don't know whether there are any here, members of the University Senate and Management Board, staff, graduates, parents and guardians, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the University Council, allow me to welcome you all to this auspicious occasion of the 8th graduation ceremony of Jaramogi Oginga University of Science and Technology. For the graduates, accept my sincere congratulations on this day, when after years of hard work, you are finally graduating. I would like to assure you that while the COVID-19 pandemic has disrupted plans for the traditional commencement ceremony, the university remains focused and committed to celebrating your accomplishments and resilience. The challenges brought about by the pandemic makes the ceremony historic. We therefore salute you, our graduates, in a manner that is befitting of your tenacity and resilience. Mr. Chancellor, sir, as chairman of this university, this is my first graduation here. I am indeed delighted to be associated with this fine institution, which has contributed so much to our nation's human capital. And on this note, I wish to take this early opportunity to most sincerely thank the government of Kenya for according me an opportunity to serve in this university. For me, it is both an honor and a privilege to chair a council that is endowed with so much talent. I also wish to thank the entire university, led by the Vice Chancellor, Professor Stephen Agong, for the warm welcome accorded to me and the entire University Council. I assume responsibility of the leadership of this young, promising institution with utmost humility and gratitude. I would like to state from the onset that I am aware of the demands that this appointment places on me and the entire council. I wish to assure the government, the ministry, and all other stakeholders that we are committed to accomplishing this great task. Dear graduates, even though there may not be great display of celebration because of our circumstances, never has a graduating class been called upon to step into the future with more purpose, vision, passion, energy, and hope. As a council, we have embarked on refining the strategy, policies, structures, shared values, and the systems that are vital in speeding the realization of the vision and mandate of this university. Allow me at this point to convey our special message of congratulations to all the graduates on their momentous achievement. So even for those who are joining us online, receive this special message from the University Council. This marks the end of one stage and ushers them into another in their pursuit of academic excellence. I am confident that our graduates are fully prepared for the life ahead. I do not doubt the kind of training that they have received at the university will fit them into the practical side of life and enable them to employ their knowledge for the good of the nation and humanity in general. As a University Council, we are very proud of you. We look forward to greater interaction with you as part of our alumni. There is no doubt in mind that we will, in consultation with all stakeholders, tackle the challenges ahead of us to raise the bar in terms of academic excellence, research, and outreach programs. We want to assure our partners and stakeholders that we will uphold key tenets of good corporate governance as a council. We shall focus on offering oversight, resource mobilization, and other critical ingredients that will propel JOUST to become the beacon of excellence in university education in Kenya and beyond. Ladies and gentlemen, the last year was a phenomenal year of growth and expansion for the institution, as both students and faculty members continue to excel in the national and international arena. The increase in number of valuable partnerships at institutional and departmental level was a sign that the institution's capacity to undertake the numerous projects has grown exponentially. I cannot fail to mention key partnerships with the Northwest University in China, South China Botanical Garden, and Nanning Normal University for their cooperation in faculty and student exchange with several memoranda of understanding. Aware of the university's role in the development of this country, the Council will continue to work closely with the government and the university community to create an enabling environment for the attainment of the university's core functions of teaching and research. I have been briefed of research covering various fields, which is either complete or ongoing. As a university, we will do what it takes to protect intellectual property in various research findings, process, and other innovations by urgently registering patents to those findings, processes, and innovations. Dear graduates, today we are receiving the key to the door of your future. You are receiving the key to the door of your future professional success. I trust that the leadership qualities that you will demonstrate out there will reflect the values that you have nurtured during 4 years here. And I believe in this you recall the spirit of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, resilient and serving the country more than self. So we expect you to go and personify that spirit. This is your achievement, but you should always remember the sacrifices that others have made to ensure that you stand here today. Strive to pay back for the sacrifice by serving society with utmost diligence and selflessness, a service that forever seeks to make a positive change and put a permanent smile on the faces of millions of suffering people in the world. I wish to thank all members of staff for remaining dedicated and focused. I thank all our partners, the local and international organizations that have shown interest in working with us. Allow me also to pay tribute to the members of the University Management Board, Senate, and staff for their commitment to duty and immense contribution to the university's success. It is the combined efforts of the various organs that our university has continued to receive numerous commendations. As a university, we continue to explore other sources of revenues to avoid being over-reliant on student fees. One of the key areas we are venturing into is consultancies. In this regard, the University Council approved new strategic modifications, including the establishment of a Directorate of Enterprise Services. We believe that this will also provide new avenues for additional tangible and non-tangible resources with the ongoing development of a new administration block at the main campus, a research center in Miande, and a tuition block in Achiego. We hope to increase the infrastructure so that our students can be able to conduct research in a conducive environment. And actually, when we talk about this research center in Miande, I think it is in one of the most beautiful places in the world. And I will encourage everyone nationally to find time and see what is being done in that site. We thank the government for the continued support for that. The Council will continue to work with the university management to ensure that competent staff in all cadre, quality facilities, and financial resources are mobilized for sustainable development in the university. Mr. Chancellor, sir, let me register appreciation of the Council to the government for the extraordinary and consistent financial and technical support it continues to give in the realization of the university's mandate. We are aware that our academic values should never be taken for granted, but must be safeguarded for posterity. We continue to be immensely grateful to the stakeholders, research partners, alumni, and friends for their support in steering the university through another successful year. The world has been flattened by the digital revolution, and I'm encouraging our graduates to ensure that they remain part of this global wave, to continuously learn to remain relevant and to remain a solution for humanity. Once again, may I wish all the graduates a prosperous life in the future. Thank you, and I wish you God's blessings. For now.
Thank you so much, our Chairman of Council, Dr. Kangogo, who is presiding for the chair. At this point, we want to receive address from our chief guest. And as he stands to come and talk to us, he's not only a chief guest, but he's a real solid friend of this institution. Ambassador, we are so privileged to have you as our PS. The support you have extended to this institution and the university sector is commendable. And we are so privileged to have you with us this morning, despite that there are other almost 9 graduations taking place as we are assembled here. Feel most welcome and address the graduates. Thank you.
The Chancellor of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, Professor Isaiah Wakindiki, the Chair of Council, Professor Kangogo, members of the University Council, of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Stephen Agong, the Vice Chancellors who are listening online, members of the University Senate and the Board of Management, professors, staff, Ms. Fiona Fan and Mr. Michael Kamau from Huawei, graduates, parents, and guardians, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. First, I bring to you greetings from my CS, Professor George Magoha, who is out of the country. I also bring greetings from my colleagues and staff of the Ministry of Education. A few of them are here with me, and we congratulate you for making it as a university and for each individual graduate. I want to make a proposal before I read my speech that the Council of Vice Chancellors will sit together in future and plan for graduation so that we have a maximum of 2 universities graduating on one day so that the ministry can associate with as many universities as possible at high level. As I speak now, there are 9 universities graduating. So we are spoiled for choice. We don't know where to go, and we feel a bit confused. Another thing I want to emphasize before I read my speech is that we are proud of Kenyan parents and guardians who support young people and even grown-ups who are enthusiastic to add to their education levels to reach the highest level. It's an investment. And if you want to get the best for the family, the best for the community, the best for Kenya, and the best for the world, you have to invest as a priority. Somebody from around River Yala here sang a song way back in 1960s, and he said, "Mtoto si nguo, hutaomba mtu." So if you want quality family, you want quality community, and quality citizenry, you must invest in quality education. So I want to appreciate those who made sacrifices to provide for the graduates who will join the job market from today. This is very good for us as a country. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to join the entire Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology fraternity in celebrating its 8th graduation ceremony. We are gathered here to celebrate years of hard work and devotion as we reflect on your achievements and the future of your life and career. Mr. Chancellor, sir, indeed, this year has been very challenging, not only for the students, but as a country and a continent as a whole, we have been challenged. Despite the challenges, as a country, we seek to enhance our competitiveness worldwide in line with the Vision 2030, and for Africa in line with the African Union Vision 2063. That is why the government has emphasized the role of STEM in the future of economic transformations of our motherland. Through research, invention, and innovation, universities provide the foundations and impetus necessary for such transformations as they train graduates who are not only ready for immediate absorption into a technologically oriented economy, but who are also grounded enough to be fully functional in an ever-changing world of work. Ladies and gentlemen, Universities now, more than ever before, are being encouraged to produce graduates who are innovative and creative, those who can develop practical solutions to solve real problems facing our communities and facing the world. At AU level, we talk about an African solution to African problems. We cannot provide solutions when we are not producing people who have the knowledge, who have the skills, who have the competence to carry out research, to analyze issues, and offer solutions. And so I thank this university for making its contribution. We are not the only nation focusing on technology and innovation. There is no doubt that research and innovation are critical to improving the lives of Kenyans, making our country globally competitive, and boosting economic growth and generating the much-needed jobs for our youth. This country has been a leader in the region in terms of education, in manufacturing, and investment. We must continue providing technological and research leadership in the region and beyond, but more specifically, coming up with real solutions for challenges facing Kenyans on a daily basis. Mr. Chancellor, sir, I think it's important to emphasize the need to develop skills based on practical engagement, especially in research. And I want to appreciate that this university has prioritized research, especially to deal with issues of food security in our country. I've come to this university, this is my third time. In the 9 months I've been in the ministry. An average of every 3 months I come to this university because they are doing what is exciting to associate with. This virtual graduation is evident that the use of technology is no longer a substitute, but the new normal. Since the pandemic hit the country in March this year, we have achieved many milestones geared towards ensuring the delivery of programs through e-learning. I would like to commend the management of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology for embracing online learning and teaching that has enabled these graduates to graduate today as scheduled. I'm aware that the rest of the students have already or are in the process of concluding their semester examinations in preparation for the next graduation. I want to encourage you to carry on. Mr. Chancellor, sir, even as we seek for avenues to enable our learners to access education, we should not lose focus on addressing the key issues of quality of teaching and the challenges facing the students and lecturers as critical stakeholders in the implementation of e-learning. The ministry will continue working with the Commission for University Education, individual universities, and other partners like Huawei in the education sector to support the successful implementation of e-learning. I urge universities to pursue opportunities for partnership with private investors to ensure that students have access to the resources they need to tap into the vast academic platforms that online learning can offer. In addition to improving the infrastructure, the universities should also invest in strengthening the capacity of the academic staff to offer effective e-learning. And I want to salute Mr. Kangogo, a student here of PhD, who has moved from the first class honors in 7 years to get his PhD. It's a demonstration of commitment, of focus, of resilience to reach the apex. And I believe he will join the staff. It's in staff capacity building, homegrown. So you understand the university very well. So when you come on board, you put in your best because you are a product of the university. This is also the time to institute the much needed reforms by reviewing academic programs and aligning them with the development agenda of our nation. And I've mentioned research. And this is a nation with a growing population. So there will be more demands for education in our institutions of higher learning. We are looking at 100% transition from primary to secondary. And we are moving towards 100% transition from secondary education to TVET and university education. Generally, everybody who completes high school should join a tertiary institutions. And of course, the highest demand will be for university education. In addition to this, we have the CBC. And when students will transition to secondary school, doing the CBC curriculum, when they come to the university, the instructions should be very close to what they will have experienced in primary school and secondary schools. So the competence-based curriculum being implemented by the Ministry of Education emphasizes multiliteracy, multitasking, lifelong learning, and a competence-based education for our learners with greater focus on practical competencies necessary for life, for critical thinking, for problem solving, for leadership, for effective communication, and team building skills. In general, we talk about soft skills. Somebody who graduates from a university at any level should be different from any other ordinary person who has not seen the doors of the university. Unfortunately, to some extent, we don't see a lot of clear difference between those who are well educated and those who are not. Sometimes they behave the same way. And that's why you should be proud as a university to create your own culture where the products can distinguish themselves from the crowd. And that's the way to make this country a better place. Technology has become a necessity in education at all levels. Preparing students to use technology has, in that regard, become an avoidable reality. Mr. Chancellor, sir, the COVID-19 crisis is an opportunity for the higher education sector to demonstrate the importance of research, innovation, and expertise available at higher education institutions around the world. And that's why we are encouraging partnerships and collaborations. And the research institute being put up at Miadhe should attract researchers from across the world to interact with this university and make it internationalize even more, hopefully. This recognition of the importance of research, innovation, and expertise of higher education by the society in which scientific evidence and knowledge will gain fundamental pillars within the society will prevail. Technology transfer is paramount for the growth and development of communities and the country as a whole. We have continuously emphasized on research, innovation, and technology as the key drivers of development in the world today. Given the scarce resources allocated to the university for expansion purposes, it will be important for the university to engage with private entities to attract investments for supplementing the government's efforts in the development of infrastructure. And this morning I've come with Ms. Fiona Fan, and I've told her that she will be the ambassador of the Chinese investors to this university. So that she's not just bringing here Huawei to support ICT, but she'll also bring investors who only know Nairobi. They don't know other parts of the country. And they'll realize that the opportunities availed to them in the countryside like here are unfathomable. I'm glad to note that Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology is one of the universities that continue to increase its research portfolio. The university should maximize the funding opportunities from the institutions such as the National Research Fund and other institutions as an alternative source of funding. And I've been here before, and I've committed myself that when COVID goes down, I'll also use my networks to get foreign investors to come and partner with the university to give it the support. And why I commit myself is because I know the little resources that come to this university are put to very good use as a matter of priority. I've seen 4 development projects all going on at the same time, which is very rare to find in some universities. And I want to very, very sincerely appreciate Professor Stephen Agong and the Council for prioritizing expansion of facilities, because the demand for university education is ever growing. And I'm emphasizing this, ladies and gentlemen, because there are universities that are not doing anything. You go there for the last 3 years, there is no project. And when you look at the projection in the next 5 years, there is nothing. Yet they complain of overstretched facilities. So the way an institution will grow, the way an institution will be organized, and the way the institution will contribute to national development depends on the leadership. And in this case, I want to thank the leadership of this university. And in the good leadership, there is very good working relationship between the management, the council, the Senate, and other stakeholders, including the ministry, which is not something we should take for granted. Mr. Chancellor, sir, there is a growing demand from the labor market for an increased level of skills and competencies required for a modern, a globally competitive, and knowledge-based economy, and the need for the continuous professional upgrading. Universities need to produce graduates who are grounded enough to be fully functional in an ever-changing work environment. Fully functional, and to go into their areas of expertise, not to misplace themselves. Somebody wrote a book and he said, an economist from DRC, and said, the tragedy in Africa is that many people do jobs they don't like. So they don't have the passion, they don't have the commitment, they don't even see the need to upgrade their skills and knowledge to perform better. That is the tragedy we have. So if you are trained in a particular area, please build on the skills and go where you will be relevant in terms of provision of knowledge, skills, and expertise to boost that aspect of development. The university has a task to observe quality through review of curriculum that meets industrial needs, to be based on regular stakeholder consultation, and to implement practical components in addressing the knowledge and skill gaps in the job market. Mr. Chancellor, sir, the role of the university education cannot be overstated. It is mandatory for creating a pool of skilled labor capital in various facets of our economy and for enhancing productivity. Our universities need to remain focused on producing top-notch human capital that competes favorably and is relevant to current needs. The programs developed by the universities should be relevant and should add value to our national development agenda. Universities should endeavor to conduct cutting-edge research and innovations that will put the country on the world map. With the world today becoming a very competitive global village, coupled with adaptation of top-notch technologies to gain leadership in the job market, the government has therefore put the necessary premium on university education because of the pivotal role it plays in creation, adaptation, and use of knowledge that is crucial in transforming Kenya into a knowledge-based upper middle income economy. The Ministry of Education is committed to providing the appropriate support and an enabling environment to enhance the potential of universities to grow into credible institutions that produce high-caliber skilled labor into the job market. And I want to emphasize that our government, headed by His Excellency President Uhuru Kenyatta, has put a lot of emphasis and a lot of investment in free primary education. Then there is free day secondary education and subsidized boarding education at secondary level. The government has put in a lot of money, in university education, especially developing capacity and in developing infrastructure. And that's why we talk about projects to cope with the high demand of those who want to come to the university, to use laboratories, to use the library, like this one, which is coming up, to use research facilities so that they build capacity and keep Kenya globally competitive. We feel proud of our scholars, and our sovereignty is dependent on the quality of the people we have in the country. And of course, scholars take a center stage. We want to commend you once again for what you are doing for our country, and we want to urge the upcoming scholars to hold themselves at very high level of integrity and focus on distinguishing themselves from the ordinary pool of people who do not understand the need to build capacity. And to build capacity, you must invest in it. And that's why we are saying that at university level, parents, through their youngsters, want to resist putting in a little more. Just putting in a little more to make funding of university education sustainable. In schools like Lenana, like Mangu, like Alliance, parents are paying 80,000 shillings and above per year for one student. And when those students come to university, you want to be comfortable paying 16,000, as if university education is lesser than secondary education. We're just being objective, that investing in a little more in the spirit of cost sharing will make education more affordable for everybody, because those who have more can put in more, and the government will complement that. Then we have quality education, and our institutions can be competitive. I'm saying this because there are institutions that are hard hit, especially during this time of COVID, that they are reaching a point of being incapable of making their ends meet. Mr. Chancellor, sir, with those many remarks, may I wish all graduates the best of luck. May they get good placement in job market. May they get good placement in opportunities to build on the knowledge they have acquired. and may everybody have a Merry Christmas and a happy 2021 without COVID-19. Thank you.
Thank you so much, our chief guest, for what I would say very inclusive, comprehensive, and fairly instructive address that you have given to our graduates. May God bless you too, sir. At this point, dear graduates, guests, ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for our Chancellor. Our Chancellor, the presiding Chancellor this morning, is none other than Professor Isaiah Wakindiki, who is the substantive chair of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology Council. Sir, you are welcome to address the graduates.
The Principal Secretary, State Department of University Education and Research, Ambassador Simon Nabukwesi, members of the University Council, the Vice Chancellor, Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, Professor Stephen Agong, members of the University Management Board, the University Senate, graduates, the alumni, parents and guardians, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great privilege and honor to preside over this event by welcoming you all to Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology 8th virtual graduation ceremony. And let me congratulate today's graduates for your success. We are gathered here in this joyous occasion to celebrate your hard work, dedication, and commitment that has culminated in today's celebration, despite the unprecedented crisis we are currently facing. Congratulations to your families, congratulations to your guardians, and to the faculty who contributed to your success. It has no doubt taken a great vision and dedication to pursue a successful end goal towards attainment of your success today. Ladies and gentlemen, to defeat the current pandemic, science and technology and innovation must all play a role. The fact that we are holding this event virtually shows that you know this already. The pandemic has forced us to adopt new ways of working, educating, and relating to each other. The technological and social challenges involved in offering the possibility of working remotely, in other words, telecommuting, to the maximum number of people and in providing opportunities for distance learning so that students can continue their studies have been significant and must be taken into account at this time. Dear graduates, with millions of people being forced to stay home to help in the stop of COVID-19 spread. Many have found creative ways to virtually stay social through applications such as Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, and many others. Zoom is now one of the dozens of video conference services and has risen to the top thanks to the intense separation measures and provide resonance with this new social distancing culture. Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology has given you all the necessary skills you need to be able to perform optimally in the job market. Use your intellect to create jobs. Let what you have been taught work for you in providing the necessary skilled manpower necessary to drive Kenya's economy. I urge you to become good representatives of this university, to become role models in your respective places of work. It cannot be overemphasized. Our chief guest has used a key word, integrity. I'm urging you graduates to be people of integrity. This morning we woke up to the news of one governor who has lost his position. If you look at those 4 accusations, they are to do with integrity. We are sending you out there. I'm urging you as your Chancellor to be people of integrity. The first thing we did when we came to this gathering, even before we sat down, was to pray. And we had a prayer from the Muslim faith and the Christian faith. How does one become a Muslim? How does one become a Christian? You don't become a Christian because you can memorize the Bible. Neither are you a Muslim because you can recite the Quran. I'm a Christian, but I know a few verses in the Quran. One, to be a Christian, one, to be of any faith, you have to practice the faith. As Kenyans, the honor we can give this university as graduates is to go out there and practice constitutionalism, which is lacking in our communities. As I close referencing to our chief guest's advice, he says, you must be people who are set apart. You are set apart to bring that difference in society. The current talk now is BBI is consuming a lot of money, many billions. It cannot exceed integrity. Did you know if we stopped stealing, we are going to close our judiciary? And how many billions are we spending in courts because of thieves? How many billions are we spending in our security apparatuses? Whole Ministry of Interior because of wrongdoing. Integrity is a key word. The reality facing you is that you must keep abreast with the latest developments in your areas of specialization. Some of the professions that you are graduating with today may cease to exist in the near future. learning is a continuous process. Equip yourselves with the skills that can enable you to be dynamic in the changing work environment. Keep in touch with changes in learning trades and focus on possible future. The state of our workforce depends on how higher learning adapts to the changing needs of the workplace. Ladies and gentlemen, the COVID-19 pandemic has transformed the global community, acceptance and use of digital technologies. Health systems around the world are overwhelmed responding to COVID-19 while continuing to provide healthcare services. Leaders are adopting technologies that only 3 months ago were on the sidelines of most healthcare systems. As doctors, patients, and home care providers turn to telemedicine to reduce exposure for COVID-19, they are discovering that these virtual consultations are effective for triage care, sharing and critical guidance, and providing emotional support. The pandemic demands rapid responses, and we will be forced to learn quickly what works. Some responses to the pandemic will be more effective than others. I'm hopeful we can learn which parts of our bureaucracy respond most effectively so that we can lean on them in future. We can also learn how to better use data, evidence, and technology. To improve our ability to react to crisis in the moving fast and learning fast, we will strengthen the muscles as the community need to respond to the uncertain environments. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a growing concern about the employment prospects of recent university graduates like the ones we are releasing today. Governments around the world have for years put pressure on universities to be relevant and responsive to society needs. It was initially focused on applied research, but recently, improving employability has been added to the list. And that is what this university has been doing to you, increasing the quality of employability in you. I would like to urge you, therefore, our graduates, and more so the continuing students of this university, to find avenues for collaborating with other disciplines. This way, your world will get bigger. Life and work gets much more exciting through collaboration. Technological skills, you should be able to research and come up with innovations that will secure your future careers. Notably, we extremely benefited from the contribution of Dr. Vimal Shah, who has been our Chancellor, and we wish him well. Similarly, I want to appreciate the critical role being played by alumni of our university, and I would like to encourage the management of this university to involve this critical stakeholder in the strategic development of this university. Dear graduates, I want to encourage you to be positive always, be principled, proactive, and productive Kenyans of integrity. Make connections. Your biggest asset are your networks. Be patient. It won't be easy, but you have to start somewhere. This is just the first step on the staircase. So don't give up and know that the best is yet to come. Most importantly, never stop learning. The people who succeed are not necessarily those who graduate at the top of the class or have the most money or the best connections. It is the people who are adaptable and can evolve with the industry. Those who are competitive. So don't get complacent. Be aware of what is going on in your various areas of study and where it is headed. Do not let yourself become outdated. Ladies and gentlemen, with these remarks, let me wish you the best in your future endeavors, and may you enjoy peaceful holidays and a happy new 2021. Thank you, and may God bless you.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, it is now the turn of the Deputy Vice Chancellor Academic Affairs to call upon the deans of schools to present graduates for conferment of degrees and award of diplomas and certificates of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Deputy Vice Chancellor, please.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, may I call upon the deans of the following schools, in the order in which I will call them, to present the candidates for the conferment of the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Dean School of Spatial Planning and Natural Resource Management, Dean School of Informatics and Innovative Systems, Dean School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences, Dean School of Biological, Physical, Mathematics and Actuarial Sciences, Dean School of Health Sciences, and the Dean School of Business and Economics.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following three candidates satisfied the School of Spatial Planning and Natural Resource Management, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the conferment of the Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Doctor of Philosophy in Planning, Achola Martin Juma. Supervisors, Professor Patrick Hayombe, Professor Teresa Akenga, and Dr. Frederick Owino. Nyangweso Samuel Ouma. Supervisors, Professor Patrick Hayombe, Dr. Frederick Owino. Otieno Evans Ochieng. Supervisors, Professor Maria Onyango and Dr. Zachary Kinaro.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following two candidates satisfied the School of Informatics and Innovative Systems Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Doctor of Philosophy in Business Information Systems, Egesa Matthew Masinde. Supervisors, Dr. Samuel Liala, Dr. Solomon Ogara. Sirma Jerotich. Supervisors, Dr. Sylvans Abeka, Dr. Bernard Okello.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 6 candidates satisfied the School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences, Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Doctor of Philosophy in Curriculum Studies, Ochieng Benedict Ouma. Supervisors, Professor Michael Okwara, Dr. Jack Ajowi. Doctor of Philosophy in Educational Psychology, Mose Evelyn Kwamboka. Supervisors, Dr. Peter Aloka, Dr. Bernard Mwebi. Onguti Charles Ontiri. Supervisors, Dr. Peter Aloka, Dr. Joseph Nyakinda. Omare Josephine Momanyi. Supervisors, Dr. Peter Aloka, Dr. Robert Ochieng. Doctor of Philosophy in Planning and Economics of Education, Osuo Humphrey Opondo. Supervisors, Dr. Bernard Mwebi, Dr. Jack Ajowi. Doctor of Philosophy in Geography, Kodiwo Morris Odhiambo. Supervisors, Professor Francis Angawa, Dr. Charles Otieno.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, The following 4 candidates satisfied the School of Biological, Physical, Mathematics, and Actuarial Sciences, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the conferment of the Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Doctor of Philosophy in Pure Mathematics, Kangogo Willie. Supervisors, Dr. Bernard Okello, Professor Omolo Ongati. Kaunda Matoke Forrest Collins. Supervisors, Dr. Bernard Okello, Professor Omolo Ongati. Doctor of Philosophy in Applied Mathematics, Ogongo George Ochieng. Supervisors, Professor Michael Odwor Okoya, Professor Omolo Ongati. Wambura Kevin Odundo. Supervisors, Professor Michael Odwor Okoya, Dr. Titus Aminer.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 1 candidate satisfied the School of Health Sciences, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for conferment of the Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Doctor of Philosophy in Public Health, Nora Nyanga Onyangi. Supervisors, Dr. Jane Owenga, Dr. Rose Olaya.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 5 candidates satisfied the School of Business and Economics, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the conferment of the Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, which I have the honor to present. Doctor of Philosophy in Strategic Management, Adhiambo Rosela. Supervisors, Professor Maria Onyango and Dr. Vitalis Mugwambo. Nyangweso John Agili. Supervisors, Dr. Alvin Lucy Onditi, Dr. Veronica Monari. Ondari Josephine Kerubo. Supervisors, Dr. Caroline Setenei Koech and Dr. Simeyo Otieno. Doctor of Philosophy in Human Resource Management, Namasaki David Butali. Supervisors, Dr. Caroline Setenei Koech and Dr. Veronica Monari. Doctor of Philosophy in Entrepreneurship, Madara Martin W.O. Supervisors, Professor Maria Onyango and Dr. Michael Otieno Nyagol.
Martin.
I admit you to the degree of Doctor of Philosophy of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, and by authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that appertains to this degree.
Nyangweso Samuel. Otieno Evans Ochieng. Matthew Masinde Egesa. Sirima Cherotich. Ochieng Benedict Ouma. Mose Evelyn Kwamboka. Onguti Charles Ontiri. Omare Justin Momanyi. Osuo Humphrey Opondo. Kodiwo Morris Odhiambo. Kangogo Willie. Kaunda Matoke Forrest Collins, Ogongo George Ochieng, Wambura Kevin Odundo, Nora Nyanga Monyangi, Odhiambo Rosila, Nyangweso John Agili, Ondari Josephine Kerubo, Namasaki David Butali, Madara Martin W.O. Thank you very much, Mr. Chancellor, sir. Mr. Chancellor, sir, perhaps before you resume your seat, may I request you humbly that you take a common picture with the candidates that you've just conferred with the PhD degree. Their supervisors, may I also request our chief guests, our peers, and the council members to join in the photo session. May I call upon the dean of the following schools, in the order in which I will call them, to present the candidates for the conferment of master's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Dean School of Spatial Planning and Natural Resource Management, Dean School of Informatics and Innovative Systems, Dean School of Business and Economics, Dean School of Health Sciences, Dean School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the year 2019-2020 academic year, the following 4 candidates satisfied the School of Spatial Planning and Natural Resource Management Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degree of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Serial number 1 to 4.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 5 candidates satisfied the School of Informatics and Innovative Systems Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Master of Science in Information Technology Security and Audit, serial number 1 to number 4. Master of Science in Information Systems, serial number 1. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 12 candidates satisfied the School of Business and Economics Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Master of Business Administration, Finance Option, serial number 1 to 5. Master of Business Administration, Human Resource Management Option, serial number 1 to 2. Master of Business Administration, Strategic Management Option, serial number 1 to 2. Master of Logistics and Supply Chain Management, serial number 1 to 3. Kindly resume your seat.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 13 candidates satisfied the School of Health Sciences, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Masters of Public Health, serial 1 to 7. Master of Science in Biomedical Sciences, Medical Microbiology, serial 1. Master of Science in Epidemiology and Biostatistics, serial 1 to 5. Kindly resume your seat.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 17 candidates satisfied the School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the conferment of the respective master's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Master of Education in Educational Administration and Management, serial 1. Master of Education in Educational Psychology, serial 1 to serial number 6. Master of Education in Special Needs Education, serial number 1. Master of Education in Early Childhood Development and Education, serial number 1. Master Master of Arts in Geography, serial number 1 to serial number 3. Master of Arts in Religion, serial number 1 to serial number 2. Master of Arts in Kiswahili, serial number 1. Master of Arts in History, serial number 1 to serial number 2. Kindly resume your seats.
I admit the persons named to the respective degrees for which they have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, give power to read and to do all that pertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, may I call upon the deans of the following schools in the order in which I will call them to present the candidates for the conferment of bachelor's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. Dean School of Engineering and Technology, Dean School of Informatics and Innovative Systems, Dean School of Biological, Physical, Mathematics and Actuarial Sciences, Dean School of Spatial Planning and Natural Resource Management, Dean School of Agricultural and Food Sciences, Dean School of Health Sciences, Dean School of Business and Economics, Dean School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 69 candidates satisfied the School of Engineering
My apologies, Mr. Chancellor. The way the book has been organized is not the way I have presented from my statements. I request then that the deans present the names of the candidates in the order in which it is in the book. And please, if we follow the book, we should then be able to identify the order for the bachelor's degrees. My apologies again. Please welcome deans.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 47 candidates satisfied the School of Spatial Planning and Natural Resource Management Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Arts in Spatial Planning, second class honors upper division, serial numbers 1 to 4. Second class honors lower division, serial numbers 15 to 30. Kindly resume your seats. Bachelor of Science in Water Resources and Environmental Management, second class honors upper division, serial numbers 1 to 7. Second class honors lower division, serial numbers 8 to 17. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 118 candidates satisfied the School of Informatics and Innovative Systems Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Science in Business Information Systems, second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to 14. Second class honors, lower division, serial 15 to 29. Bachelor of Science in Information Communication Technology, second class honors, upper division, from serial 1 to 16. Second class honors, lower division, from serial 17 to 34. Bachelor of Science in Computer Security and Forensics, second class honors, upper division, serial 1 to serial number 24. Second class honors, lower division, serial 25 to 55. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 69 candidates satisfy the School of Engineering and Technology Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Science in Construction Management, first class honors, Njoki Patrick Wambugu. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 1, serial number 2 to serial number 25. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 26 to serial number 37. Bachelor of Science in Renewable Energy Technology and Management, first class honors, Mwakitawa Ibrahim Mwamburi. Omondi Evans Otieno. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 3 to serial number 8. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 9 to serial number 32. Pass, serial number 32. Kindly resume your seat.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 115 candidates satisfied the School of Biological, Physical, Mathematics, and Actuarial Sciences Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Science, Biological Sciences, first class honors, Guya Cyprian Adala, Ochieng Ben Omondi. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 3 to serial number 12. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 13 to 21. Then pass, serial number 22. Bachelor of Science, Actuarial Sciences with IT. First class honors, Kipsang Clara Jebgetich, Omai Joseph. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 3 to serial number 18. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 19 to 28, serial number 29 to 66, serial number 67 to 89. Pass, serial number 90 to 93. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 244 candidates satisfied the School of Agricultural and Food Sciences Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness Management, first class honors of Para Givan Isindu, Owidi Gideon Ondieki, second class honors upper division, serials numbers 3 to 28. Second class honors lower division, serials numbers 29 to 64. Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Extension Education, first class honors, Obiero Francis Owino, Olo Jared Okumu, Omondi Justus Otieno, Opondo Mary Juma. Second class honors upper division, serials numbers 5 to 56. Second class honors lower division, serials 57 to 132. Bachelor of Science in Animal Science, first class honors, Hayoyo Kennedy Ochieng, Rotich Alex Kipkendich. Second class honors upper division, serials numbers 3 to 11. Second class honors lower division, serials numbers 12 to 22. Pass, serials numbers 23 to 24. Bachelor of Science in Food Security, second class honors upper division, serials numbers 1 to 3. Second class honors lower division, serials numbers 4 to 13. Bachelor of Science in Horticulture, second class honors upper division, serials numbers 1 to 7. Second class honors lower division, serials numbers to 8. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 237 candidates satisfied the School of Health Sciences, Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Science in Community Health and Development, second class honors upper division, serial 1 to 61. Second class honors lower division, serial 62 to 100. Bachelor of Science in Public Health, second class honors upper division, serial 1 to 80. Second class honors lower division, serial 81 to 137. Kindly resume your seat.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 328 candidates satisfied the School of Business and Economics Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of International Tourism Management, second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to 6. Second class honors lower division, serial number 7 to 21. Bachelor of Logistics and Supply Chain Management, first class honors, Irene Mumbua Robert. Second class honors upper division, serial number 2 to 77. Second class honors lower division, serial number 78 to 165. Bachelor of Business Administration with IT Finance option, second class honors upper division, serial number 1 to 44. Second class honors lower division, serial number 45 to 65. Bachelor of Business Administration with IT Accounting option, First class honors, Kanyanga Brighton Lugadiru. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 2 to 23. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 24 to 34. Bachelor of Business Administration with IT, supply chain management option, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to 18. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 19 to 34. Bachelor of Business Administration with IT, management option, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1. Bachelor of Business Administration with IT, human resource management option, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 2 to 3. Bachelor of Business Administration marketing option, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to 4. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 5. Kindly resume your seat. Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 749 candidates satisfied the School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences, Board of Examiners and the Senate for the conferment of the respective bachelor's degrees of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the honor to present. Bachelor of Education Arts with IT, first class honors, Akutu Christine Amboka, Mutuku Faith Muoti. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 3 to serial number 173. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 173 to serial number 395. Pass, serial number 396 to serial number 397. Bachelor of Education Science with IT, first class honors, Mudenya Christopher Mwema, Oluoch Festo Odhiambo, Omondi Elvins Owango. Second class honors, upper division, serial number 4 to serial number 96. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 97 to serial number 252. Pass, serial number 253 to serial number 254. Bachelor of Education, Special Needs Education with IT, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 31. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 32 to serial number 63. Bachelor of Education, Early Childhood Development and Education with IT, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 16. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 17 to serial number 18. Bachelor of Arts, Development and Policy Studies, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1 to serial number 11. Second class honors, lower division, serial number 12 to serial number 15. Pass, serial number 16. Bachelor of Arts, International Relations and Diplomacy with IT, second class honors, upper division, serial number 1. Kindly resume your seat.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, I request all those whose names have been presented for the conferment of the various bachelor's degrees to stand up for that conferment by the Chancellor.
I admit the persons named to the respective degrees for which they have been educated, trained, examined, and qualified, and by my authority and that of the entire university, to read and to do all that pertains to this degree.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, may I call the deans of the following schools? May I call the deans of the following schools to present the candidates for the conferment of the diploma and certificates of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology. The deans will come in the order in which they are presented in the graduation booklets. Dean School of Engineering and Technology, Dean School of Business and Economics, Dean School of Informatics and Innovative Systems, Dean School of Health Sciences, Dean School of Education, Humanities and Social Sciences.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following two candidates satisfied the School of Informatics and Innovative System Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of the respective diplomas of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the pleasure to present. Diploma in Linux Engineering and IT Applications, credit, serial number 1. Diploma in Information Technology, credit, serial number 1. Kindly resume your seat.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following one candidate satisfied the School of Engineering and Technology Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of the Diploma of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the pleasure to present. Diploma in Building and Civil Engineering, pass, serial number 1. Kindly resume your seat.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 178 candidates satisfied the School of Health Sciences Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of respective diplomas and certificates of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the pleasure to present. Diploma in Community Health and Development, distinction, serial 1 up to 4, credit, serial 5 up to 73, pass, serial 73 up to 83. Certificate in Community Health and Development, pass, serial 1 to 95. Kindly resume your seat.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 11 candidates satisfied the School of Business and Economics Board of Examiners and the Senate for the award of the respective diplomas and certificates of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the pleasure to present. Diploma in Business Administration, distinction, serial number 1. Credit, serial number 2 to 6. Pass, serial number 7 to 8. Certificate of Business Administration, pass, serial number 1 to 3. Kindly resume your seat. Mr. Chancellor, sir, in the 2019-2020 academic year, the following 20 candidates satisfied the School of Education, Humanities, and Social Sciences Board of Examiners, and the Senate for the award of the respective diplomas and certificate of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, for which I have the pleasure to present. Diploma in Special Needs Education, distinction, serial 1. Credit, serial number 2 to serial number 15. Certificate in County Governance, pass, serial number 1 to serial number 5. Kindly resume your seats.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, may I now call upon the candidates who have been presented for the award of various diplomas and certificates stand up for that award by the Chancellor.
Acting on the powers conferred by the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology, Charter 2013, the Statutes 47 and 50 of 2013, and knowing that you have satisfied the School Board of Examiners and the University Senate in all the subjects in which you were enrolled, trained, and examined, it gives me great pleasure to award you the respective diplomas and certificates of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology.
Mr. Chancellor, sir, may I now call upon the Vice Chancellor to make his announcements and declare this congregation dissolved.
Thank you so much. Congratulations to all our graduates now. You have been given the powers to read and do all that pertains to the respective degrees and diplomas. Allow me, Chancellor Sir, together with our chief guest, to make the following short announcements. First, I would want to say that the graduates now, the newly graduated students of Jaramogi, you are welcome to join the Grand Alumni Association with immediate effect. And from 4th January, God willing, by God's grace, we shall be allowing you to start collecting your certificates from the Registrar's Office, Registrar Academic Affairs Office. If it were not for the COVID, we would have welcomed you all to come almost by next week, as we have always done as per our tradition and culture, that your certificate should be collected immediately. So you'll be given a clear guidelines on how certificates will be collected as you return your gowns. For those who are not able to do their own independent gowns of colors, if you were given a gown from the respective school, you will be returning the gown as you
are issued with your certificates. Secondly, sir, allow me to also say that to all our guests who have been invited here, courtesy of the Chancellor and the Council, and our chief guest, you are welcome for a refreshment at a designated point that you'll be guided as per the ushering team. Otherwise, may I use this rare opportunity also to wish you the very best for the end year festive season and also a prosperous 2021. May God increase your territory, academic territory, and even professional territory as you go into the world. Acting on powers conferred upon me in accordance with the University Act 2012, the University Amendment Act 2016, Section 10 of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga University of Science and Technology Charter 2013, and the Statute 50 of 2013, it is now my rare duty to declare this assembly dissolved.
Shukrani za dhati kwa Chancellor na naibu Chancellor wa chuo hiki kwa kufikia tamati ya mahafali yetu. Tutasimama zote tuimbe wimbo wa taifa. Tukishamaliza wimbo wa taifa, tutatoka kwa mpango. Yule ambaye anabeba kile kifaa ambacho kinaitwa mess ataongoza msafara ukitoka jukwani. Alafu wanataaluma watafuata nyuma ule msafara wa Chancellor taratibu tu. Alafu wale ambao ni wanabedi wataporomosha muziki tukitoka. Wimbo wa taifa. Asanteni sana. Tusimame tupishe msafara wa Chancellor na naibu Chancellor watoke jukwani.